again, and today we'll be talking about how to plot a survey plan, or how to bring a survey plan into your ArcGIS. So we'll be looking at how to plot survey plans in ArcGIS. So here we have a survey plan which is currently in the origin is currently UTM zone 32 north, which is a projected coordinate system. You can see the beacon numbers, the bearing, and the distances. And we'll look at how we can be able to plot it within the ArcGIS. This is helpful if you're a surveyor. So let's dive right into it. So we're going to be using the ArcGIS software to do this. So first of all, we are going to go to our catalog. We're going to go to our catalog and we go through our working folder. Remember, I always mention I like to organize my file in a folder so that I can be able to access them, and it makes them a bit cleaner and more organized. So my working folder is GIS projects, which is located in the C file. So I'm going to open it and I'll go down to my folder, which I'm going to be using for this. And this folder is tutorial, because I'm going to be using it for the tutorial. So I'm going to open the tutorial folder, and inside the tutorial folder I have a surveying folder, right? So I've already created my beacon, which is a point feature, and the perimeter, which is a line feature. So if you have not done that for the first time, you are going to right click on the folder which you are working on, click on new, select shapefile, and then fill in the data which you want to create. If it's a point, which is a beacon, you select point, then you're going to select the edit to set the reference. Based on my own project, my reference is UTM 32 north zone, which is a under projected coordinate system. So I'm going to open up the projected coordinate system, go to UTM, open up UTM, and then go down to WGS 1984, open it up, and then 32 north falls within the northern hemisphere. So I'm going to open the northern hemisphere, scroll down to get 32 north, select it, and press OK. So you do the same thing for the line if you want to do the line. So, but here I've created it, so let's dive right into it. Okay. So this is my points. So I'm going to be adding them into my GIS environment. I'm going to add them the point and the perimeter into the GIS environment. And then let me resize the window so I can be able to see my file. So this is my window and this is my survey plan. So the first thing I'm going to do is to right click on the perimeter, edit, and I'm going to start editing it. So I'm going to click on my perimeter, which is here, and now within the mapping environment, I'm going to right click here and select absolute XY. So for our easting, we have 331129.100. Then for our northing, we have 707011.400, which is 400. I'm going to press enter, and the system is going to create a point for me. So this is my point here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to press Ctrl G on my keyboard, and I'm going to enter the bearing from point 1 to station 1 to station 2. So the bearing here is 220 42 minutes and 0 seconds. Okay, so distance here is 30.24. I'm going to press enter. I'm going to also press Ctrl G again, and I'm going to input the second bearing, which is 300 degree and 53 minutes and 0 seconds. So for the distance, I'm going to input 18.04 and press enter. So I'm going to press Ctrl G again. So I'm going to input the third bearing, which is 40 degrees, 40 degrees and 44 minutes. Okay, 0 seconds. And the distance is 30.14, and I press enter. So I'm going to press it again, Ctrl G, and to put the last one. So the last one is 120, 120 and 34 minutes, while the distance is 18.04. I'm going to press enter, and if I zoom to layer now, I'm going to see so I'm going to finish sketch. If I zoom to layer now, I'm going to see my survey plan. So you can see that the survey plan we have on the screen look absolutely like the one we have here. So now that I'm done with this, I can save, go to edit, stop editing, and then save. Okay, so I'm done with it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to level my survey. Okay, so but first of all, let's add the beacon of the survey. So we are going to right click on the beacon and click on property attribute, open attributes, so we can add the label for the beacon. So we are clicking on add field. We can say BN, which is beacon number. That is what I normally use. Make it a text file. The length, I always like to make it 20, it's not that lengthy, and okay. So now I'm going to right click here again and say edit, start editing. I'm going to select the beacon. So the first beacon we have here is SCENCK553CB. So I'm going to come here, create a point, then select the attribute table. If you don't have attribute table here, you can click on this place to add your attribute table here. So I'm going to click on BN, and then I'm going to add the beacon number, which is SC stroke EN, then space CK553CB. Okay, so I'm going to go to the second point and add another point here, add another point here, and this one is SC slash EN CK 554 CB. So here also I'm going to add another point, and this one is SC slash EN space CK 555 CB. So I'm going to add the last point here. Sorry, this is the mouse is not okay. It's okay. So it's SC slash EN CK 556 CB. So you can see the numbering of your beacon starting from 553 to 554 to 555 and to 556. So now I'm done with it. I'm going to stop and then save. Yes, so I'm done with that. So for the perimeter label, I'm going to right click here, properties, and right click here, open attributes. So I'm going to add the first one, which is the direction, or call it bearing, and make it a text format, which is going to be maybe 20, the length. Then I'm going to add distance. Add, so distance. So you can make the distance text, or you can allow the system to calculate it for you. It's your choice. So here I decide to calculate using system double. Okay. So right here, I'm going to label them. But first of all, you see that I've plotted the survey plan here, and this is a continuous polygon. So if you are intending to label this particular feature, you need to create another polygon or you can edit this one and then properly label them like a survey plan. Other than that, you might want to use this. Probably you are using this thing for the survey plan for mapping. It's already good to go. So you can probably use it for your mapping if you are intend to do so. If not, the next thing you are going to do is for you to start editing and you go back to your perimeter survey. So, but this time around, you are going to create the line in segments. So the starting point is here, which is the first beacon, then to the second beacon. So you're going to click here, and then when you get here, you click and you finish. You finish your sketch. You click here again, you come here, you click, you finish your sketch, right? You click here, you finish your sketch. So you're going to do it right around the perimeter so you can be able to, they can stand alone. So finish sketch. Now when I'm done with it, so I'm going to remove the first one which I did. So and I have it in a separate format, which is not a map format. So I'm going to stop edit and save. So now that I've done this, the next thing I'm going to do is to right click on perimeter, open my attribute and right click on this distance to calculate the distance. So I'm still going to say calculate geometry distance, let's say in meter. So you can see 18.04, 30.24, 18.04 and 30.24. So the distance is fairly correct. So for me to add the bearing now, I can decide to go to start editing, click on the first beacon, which is the first line from the point 1 to point 2, okay? And then I'll add the bearing, which is 220 degree and 42 minutes. So if you're thinking of how to, you can be able to get or add degree to your drawing, I can give you a step. So you can go to your MS Word, go to your file, open your Microsoft Word, and when you open your Microsoft Word, you are going to click on insert symbol, and you can see the degree. This is the degree sign, or you can also go to more symbol if it doesn't appear here, and then you look for your degree sign. This is your degree sign. It's within your symbol, and press insert and close. So I'm going to copy this, copy, Ctrl C, or I click copy, then go back to my ArcGIS. So I'm going to paste it behind the number. Sorry, I think this is not the degree. So let's look for the degree symbol. It's supposed to be hanging. So let's look for the degree symbol. Let's look for a degree symbol. So I think this is your degree symbol here. Okay, now this is still an Arabic symbol. So let's look for your degree symbol. It's located here, somewhere around here. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, yes. So we copy, 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 and then paste here. Sorry. So this is your degree symbol, and you do the same thing for the other one. So this is my second bearing, 300 degree and 53 minutes. This one is 40 degree and 44 minutes. This one is 120 degree and 34 minutes. So now I'm done. I'm going to click on everything and save. So I'm going to save this file. So you can see it on label. If you label this, if you label this using the bearing, you can see it. If you label using distance, you can see your distance. So in the part 2, I'm going to show you how you can be able to now add the label and the bearing in this position and also prepare it for export. So it's going to be like this, and then you can prepare it for export. So for your beacon number, you can decide to label your beacon number too, because you already have a beacon number now. So this is it. So you can label it. You can label your beacon number and also edit it if you want to. So I'm going to show you how to do the edit in the next video. Thank you.